In my last video, I built my personal PC integrated with my PS5, and it worked. If you want to know more details about my build, go ahead and check out that video first. Here I want to thank all of your comments. It means a lot to me. Can't thank you guys enough for that. It's been 8 months since I finished that build. I want to give you guys my honest review. Here's some proof.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hundreds of hours of gameplay. It was a surprise for me. Another thing that I'm surprised is the CPU cooler, the Alzheimer W90. The design is very nice, it matches my build perfectly, but I did not expect it to be faulty within a year. This is kinda disappointing, but hey, one door closes, another opens, which inspired me to do something that's uncommon to do in an ATX case. Of course, nothing's perfect. Let's lay out all the issues I had with my version 1.0. First, it will shut down by itself after hours of playing. Second, which is the most important one, it overheats when I play PS5 games like God of War Ragnarok.
Oh my god.
If you notice, the games that I play are PS4 version. It is pretty ironic that I can only play PS4 games on the PS5. I mean, if that's how you want to flex it, no judgment, good for you. So let's get on with it. When the PS5 overheats, it will beep twice before it shuts down. For my case, the screen just went black without any beeping sound. After some research, it points to a power supply issue. And indeed, the connector melted. Luckily, there's no damage on the Cooler Master PSU. Well, actually this happened in the first week after my build completion. As a temporary solution, I used these thicker wires and the stock power supply because I didn't want to spend too much time on it, and it worked. Those hundreds hours of gameplay are done with this setup.
Nice.
This happens because I'm only using 2 connections to draw approximately 250 watts of power. Since PCIe cables use all connections on the GPU, and looking closely on EK's video, I should have used it all instead of 2. So I took 2 PCIe cables, connect all 6 positive wires together, same for the negative side. It looks way better than before. Although PCIe cables are pretty much standard across PSU, always check your manual for the correct pinout. With that said, I'm using 2 PSU for my entire build. One is for the PC and the other for PS5. Since my PS5 is this version, I can't stuff both PSU into the case. For the overheating issue, I need a new cooling design. Technically it wasn't new, it's more of going back to my initial design. This was the first design I did back in November 2023. But I do not have time to build it, so I went with this instead. The biggest difference between these two is that one, heat is going up to the heat sinks and cooled by PC fans. The other is heat from the APU travels bidirectionally to the heat sinks located on the other side and cooled by 2 blower style fans, then exhaust by the PC power supply. Let me break down a bit for you. From the APU, I did something unique which I will show more later. Basically, I separate the design into 2 groups, with each having its own heat pipes, a fan, a heatsink, and a copper plate. The copper plate helps to cool these chips as well. On my last build, I used this copper block, and since it is flat, it's having contact with the APU and the resistors. Now I'm not an expert of this, I just thought it might be bad for the resistor because of the heat from the APU. Now if you look at the PS5 stock heatsink, you will notice there's a part sticking out which is designed to have contact with the APU only. To do this, I've designed this. a pure copper CNC machine heat spreader like what we see on a PC processor. It fits and the contact is great. After that, I solder a copper block on it and finish off with nickel plating. If you are interested in this IHS, follow the link down below. Be aware that I had few variants of the IHS based on your needs. So that's all the details. Let's assemble the build. Finally, it's done. It looks way better than before, and it is lighter too. Not only that, I'm able to mount the same way as before. For the thermal test, this time I can only measure it from the copper block, so let's have a test now. For the first test, I run the PS5 with the PC fans off. Surprisingly, it worked. I was able to play Elden Ring with the temp peaked at 65 degrees Celsius at the block. Now let's try Ragnarok. It still overheats.
No! God, please, no! No!
However, I have not turned on the PC fans yet. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, boy.
It finally worked. I was so happy to pass this scene. Last time I played this game was a year ago during the prototype test. So that's it. My P-CS5 version 2.0 is completed and officially done for the PS5 side, because I still need a cooler replacement for my PC. I will be back after I complete it. Thanks for your time and hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.